If you were following me at the beginning of last year, chances are you remember this story. If you're a newer follower, let me do a quick recap. It all started with people reaching out to me about an incident that happened in Los Angeles in January of 2023.
Videos like this went viral. For weeks, victims and passersby shared video of the 37-year-old Tesla driver on a road rage rampage using an iron bar to hit a number of cars over several weeks in 2022 and 2023.
So it started when people out of Los Angeles sent me a news story about a woman who was driving down the 405 and she saw a guy get out of a Tesla and attack another car with an iron pipe. She tried to record him, and when he saw her trying to record him, he blocked her on the highway, got out, and attacked her car as well. So I posted it figuring they're going to find him in like a day or two. This is kind of a weird situation. Instead, within a few days, several more victims appeared. I think it was 10 in total. That many victims, I was really surprised he was still out there. Like, he was very distinctive. His car was distinctive. If he was your neighbor, you'd be like, that's Steve. So I figured the only thing that made sense is that people who knew who he was were afraid to say something, so I made a video that in part said this.
As victim after victim came forward, people outside California started stepping in to investigate, like popular internet sleuth Tizzy, sharing ABC7's videos to his 5.3 million TikTok followers.
Tell me who it is. I will keep you anonymous. I will turn the information over to authorities. Within 24 hours of posting that, I had 3 people contact me with the same name. It was exactly what I thought it was. It was people who were afraid to say anything. They sent me pictures of him. They sent me his criminal record, where he had done this before in Miami and Colorado. So I sent that to Crime Stoppers, and police acted on it.
The reign of terror was over after Nathaniel Ramadak was arrested and charged after several violent attacks on Southern California freeways.
He was arrested, and then the press wanted to talk to me. Local press from LA, as well as like Inside Edition. I was just happy that he was off the streets. They ended up only charging him with 4 of the 10 victims' cases, and then they offered him a plea bargain, and he pled guilty, and he was sentenced.
Radamak was sentenced to 5 years in prison for several charges, including vandalism, assault, and elderly abuse.
Yeah, he was sentenced to 5 years, but his victims were not happy with that. None of them were informed that he was being offered a plea deal. None of them were informed that he accepted it. None of them were informed when he was being sentenced, and they weren't afforded the opportunity to come give a victim impact statement, which many of them wanted to do. And so they voiced that displeasure right after his sentencing.
Attorney Gloria Allred says the LA County District Attorney's Office failed to notify her clients a plea deal was offered.
They were not afforded the right to give a victim impact statement at the sentencing.
As for the Tesla road rage driver, well, he'll be eligible for parole in July of 2025.
They were angry he only got 5 years. I'm sure they're angry that he is eligible for parole in July of 2025. If that made them upset, this is going to enrage them, because it certainly enraged me. Last night, I was contacted by the family member of one of his victims who was frustrated and angry and sent me this. Someone explain this to me. That's his name right there, Nathaniel Walter Radamak. And this is updating his incarceration status, which, as you can see right there, says he's scheduled for release on the 28th of this month of August. He started his 5 years September, I think, 10th of last year. He hasn't even served a year of his already ridiculously short 5-year sentence. Lengthy criminal record of assault and stalking and a million other things. He only got 5 years in a plea deal, and he's going to be back on the streets in less than a year. What I know is that one of his victims is terrified by this news, is afraid of what might happen with him back out on the street. I don't know that the other victims are even aware of it. They didn't tell them there was a plea deal. They didn't tell them he was being sentenced. Why would they tell them that he's being released? So hopefully this video, if nothing else, lets them know. And to everyone else in Los Angeles, you might want to keep an eye out for a guy who looks like this, just raging in the street. And if you see him, let me know, and I'll do my best to get him arrested again before he hurts other people.